Good morning, folks. Hope everyone's okay. Today is going to be slightly different in regards to I'm having to do a voiceover on the video. I did find that the Ghost Drift microphone was not placed correctly. I'll talk more about that later. But today we're off to the Rotherham IAM first assessment. I've redone my membership, and I thought I'd record this. Hopefully when I get up there, the observer will let me record the lesson and the briefings. So I'm going to go up to Rotherham, meet the guys, meet the observer, and then take it from there. It's going to be an assessment ride. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so here we are. I've met Ali, the observer. We've got a bit of a brief on what the plan is today. It's the first time for me that I'm going to be getting directions from the line. So it says to me that when he wants me to turn, he's going to indicate a bit early. I've got switching the mirrors. Try that method. This is an assessment like today, so we're just going to have a ride. And see what it says. By the way, within this 5 minutes record, the ride and the brief. So I decided to cut the audio at this point. It's literally just wind noise anyway. The problem behind the camera is I went to have my bike service the other day at Alan Jeffries, and I took the mic cable, I unscrewed it out the bottom of the camera and did a bit of video inside with all the motorbikes. And then when I screwed it back in again, it's got like a waterproof seal on it, and I screwed it in too tight, so one of the rings on the 3.5 jack plug that connects to one of the rings in the camera, they didn't meet. I didn't know it at the time. However, there is a symbol on the back that shows you if a microphone has been detected or not, but I didn't know that until after the fact. So as far as the camera is concerned now, even though the mic to the helmet is plugged in, it doesn't think one exists. So it's doing all the recording outside with all the wind noise, so it's not worth putting it on, just listening to the wind. So I've decided to do a bit of a voiceover. So basically I went up to meet all the chaps, and I met me observer, Alan. He told me all about himself, and I went through where I was at this point with my training and my riding, and he asked if there's anything particular we need to look at. I just wanted him to look at my general drive and my positioning and my progress and that sort of stuff. So he says we'd go out just for a bit of a drive. Now it's the first time I've experienced where getting the directions.
I'm not sure I understand.
Sorry, that was my watch coming on. Getting the directions, the observer follows you, and they put an indicator on to tell you where they want you to go, left or right. If they don't put an indicator on, then you're just following the road ahead. and they do put it on a little bit earlier to give you a chance. I thought it'd be more complicated than it is. It isn't that bad, to be fair. But at the time, when I first set off, I thought it could be quite complicated. So Alan's taking me out. We're going for a bit of a ride. He's just having a look at everything, and then he'll pull up and give me a brief on what he sees and give me a bit of advice and a bit of help. So by all means, watch the video all the way through to where Alan does the debrief, or you can fast forward through to where Alan does debrief. We stop 2 or 3 times throughout the ride, and he gives me a little bit of advice on each, and then we go and practice a new skill. So the whole video is quite interesting, and there's things to learn with it. So by all means, have a look, and I'll talk to you on the next bit when I'm doing the next ride and what I'm practicing and how I'm practicing it, just to give you an idea of what I'm doing.
ask your opinion, not
Yeah.
try and lecture.
Yeah.
We set off from Stockyard.
Yeah.
And that car was behind you. You pulled out your country.
At the junction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The exit to the car park. But then we did 25 mile an hour right way through that. Is there a reason why we did 25? Likewise, see every speed limit we've been looking at moments, I've noticed we're doing about 5 mile under. Like you've got to go to that little bit, that limit of where everybody else does stick to 5 mile under, which gives you an advantage all the time, so that you can actually make use of your bike rather than be sat behind a car. You can overtake safely. Yeah. Like we then came through Portray, Maltby. We turned right and went on that road there, and again we were 5 mile an hour under. But then we went into twisty bits, and I just want to talk to you about how you sit on your bike. Okay. Has anyone ever talked to you about riding with a straight arm? No. 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 Right, you've got handlebar risers. Yeah. Cool. If you sit with your arms bent like that, your forearms are horizontal to your handlebar. Okay. Every time you do something, move like that, you're not putting anything to handlebars. You can do it up to me, do that, and the whole way around, you look behind you. You're not putting it. The moment you straight arm on a bike, good night, Vienna. Okay. With everything you do, you're putting it into your handlebars. Okay. So I've noticed you sat there and you're straight armed like that, and all it takes is just one little inch forward, a little lean, and it gives you that, and you're whistling, and also you can do that with your chicken wings. Yeah. If you can do that with your chicken wings, you're not putting anything to your handlebars at all. Yeah. Then it gets down to observation and looking. If you do that, and you look into a corner, you're then going to put a slight counter steer on by doing that. But it's moving your head. It was explained to me on an IAM track day. Yeah. This guy, he really went to town. He really did help me. And basically, your head is more than a third of your counterbalance weight when you're steering. If you do that, your bike can do it. Okay. So at the moment you sat there like that, straight arm, you're moving your head, but you're looking with your eyes. If you do that, the moment you turn, you dip your shoulder and you put a little counter steer on. Okay. It's all about just riding with your arms bent. A bit more relaxed. Relaxed. Probably a bit tense at the moment. Yeah. I'm not an examiner. No, I know. I'm just trying to give you the benefit of what I learned from the track day. And to me, it was one of the most informative days I've ever had. So like them twisty 50s. Yes. When I'm coming to the corner. Yeah. If you look like that, if you look at the corners that we're going to go on from Gainsborough down the side of the Trent. Best TT tracks I've ever been on. Right. It's fucking brilliant. But you can practice it. Once you start practicing it, you're going to realise that you're going to be turning quicker than what you thought. So when you do that, it's something I was taught. Now, feel my hands. Right, that's my handlebars. Yeah. If I do that now, only a little bit. I felt it. That, and all it does is that. You dip your shoulder. Yeah. But by looking, you just put that little. And if you do that. Same way. But you're doing it without thinking. Already your bike's on the way. So when you move your head, your bike's gonna tip. Yeah. So you're gonna have to realise that when you start trying to practice what I'm telling you, it's gonna happen quicker than what you used to do. Yeah. So at the moment you sat there like that, and the moment you're doing that, quite robotic, isn't it? Yeah, you're trying to make your body do it. But this, if you watch a GP rider, he's down and his arms are always flat. And he's down like that, and he'll look, and he'll look, and he'll look, and he'll look down the corner. He's looking, if it's a U-turn, he's looking there like that. Okay, and so I'm looking here. Yes. That was my next thing, observation. Yeah. When you're examining, how do you tell somebody to lengthen the riding
Get
plan?
their eyes up and look as far down the road as you can.
Right. Okay. See that yellow
Yeah.
dandelion there?
Yeah.
Roughly about where I think you're looking at the moment.
Yeah.
There. Right. Keep your eyes on it.
Yeah.
What is in the distance over there? Can you see it? Can you see anything?
Not really. It's a street light.
Yeah. Now look at that white car, which you should have been looking at.
Yeah.
You can still see it dandelion.
Yeah.
And that is the difference between looking that and scanning back,
Yeah.
looking short, and then thinking, shit, I ain't seen that car coming over there.
Yeah.
And those two things were taught to me on that track here.
Okay.
And that's something that's always stuck with me.
Yeah.
But I've noticed with you riding straight away, straight arms,
Yeah.
looking there, and just the difference between looking at the bottom of that lamp post, keep your eye on it, what's
Yeah.
the registration number of that car? Can't see it.
Can't see it
Look
now.
at the car,
Yeah.
you can see the number plate,
Yeah.
and that's where you look. You look down the road and you think, right, I've got a jump short, there's a corner coming up to me, that's where I'm looking, and I scan back. So I can see everything between there and here.
Yeah.
Whereas you sat there, you can't see anything between there and that corner.
Understand.
And it's just extending your riding plan.
Yeah.
But main thing that I think you will get the biggest benefit from, because you've got those those wonderlip kind of
So I've just got to lean
slightly.
forward a bit.
It's in your bike. Right.
So I'm like
Go
that.
like that.
Yeah.
Just lean forward a little bit. Now your arms are flat.
Yeah.
So whenever you look